Bonk is pumping once again, and it feels like it's like this elephant in the room. We got to keep talking about Bonk all the time. So those of you that are allergic to meme coins, maybe you want to miss the section about Bonk, but we got to deal with it. It's pumping. So there's some news going on with Bonk. Then I've got to chat to you guys about Beam. I've got Link today. I've got a potential cash short that might be playing out here. We've got Gala Games pumping. I got Fetch off a good area, and a couple more setups that might be teeing up here if BTC is going to behave itself. So we've got a lot to get through here, guys. Let's get right into it. Yeah, my mic's got a bit of an echo on it as well, guys. Let me know if there's a sound issue here with the mic. I can hear this echo in my ears, but we're gonna crack on. We're gonna crack on anyway. I've got a poll running in the chats for you guys. I'm considering moving the show 4 hours later. Please answer the poll for me. Let me know your thoughts. I want to get a feeling for what you guys think. I think it's going to be quite a good idea if I push this one 4 hours out. So it's going to be 7 p.m. GMT. So let me know if that is interesting to you guys. I think it might be a good one. We can catch that US market close, which could be a little bit of fun. So let me know there, guys. Okay, let's get into this BTC chart and just try and understand where we are, what we're doing right now, and how we're going to tackle this current move and what we're dealing with. So we saw earlier today, you can see these red candles here. We had this wick down, and there was a lot of pressure, and you would have seen some of the banter tiles coming out, started saying things like pullback. Are we going to get this meltdown and these type of things? And look, BTC's just come back strong here, and a good little bounce. So we did see what happened here. It did lose this 382 level, but recovered it very quickly now. So we do have our support base back here at 43,380. So all systems go. What I would say is let's watch this horizontal here during the show now. We're going to watch this 43,700 now. See if we get some kind of rejection here or at this trend. If we break this trend and we start cooking, well, then we're putting our foot on the gas, because we had a lot of these altcoins sitting on horizontal supports about 90 minutes ago, and they started now moving with BTC. So let's jump into some of these alts quickly before they run away from us with this BTC strength, and we'll cover some news there when things calm down. But the first one I wanted to show you was a potential long on Link, and you can see what's happened now. Just as we've gone live now, this has started motoring, but it came down and it hit my 786 and this rising trend here. And this was a potential long opportunity here for Link at 14.7. So this was an area I wanted to feed you guys today. We had this horizontal here as well playing its part. So now Link is pushing up. It's trying to reclaim this horizontal region over here. So watch this area now. Let's see if we can just get a little bit of support here for Link to push up. If you're jumping in now, you stand the risk of losing this entire wick. So that is your possible risk now. If you want to jump in this position now. So what I would say to you guys, let's wait for some support now. 15.2, you can dial in 15 minutes, those type of candles. You just want to see a little bit of support forming here for Link before you start aping in. But this type of setup has been playing out on a lot of these altcoins. We spoke about these yesterday as well. We teed up some of these areas, so we're gonna look through some of them now. Another one that was in a good area was Doge. Look at this little guy, pulled back nicely onto the 382 and horizontal region. So this could be a potential Doge retest in play right now for this bounce. So we've been waiting all day for this thing to fall down. And here we are now, 382 opportunity here, support for Doge, 0.0927. So that is a potential long now in play for Doge. And then I had another one here for you guys. It was Fetch. AI token. These AI tokens have been very quiet lately, and this one looked very interesting to me. So I like the fact that the daily was oversold on the stocks, the 12-hour was oversold on the stocks, the 8-hour was oversold on the stocks, and the 4-hour was oversold on the stocks. So for me, Fetch, risk reward play moving down into this horizontal support, and it's big daily support here at 0.49 daily support here. Possible bounce region. If this trade fails, for example, if this long doesn't move on, we do have our backup area here at 0.437. So hot zone for me for fetch, support 0.49, backup area for me 0.437. So those are hot zones currently for fetch, and we've seen a lot of corresponding altcoins, and they're all looking very similar now. They're hovering around these support areas, and if we get some BTC strength here, then they're going to start cooking. Okay, let's see who's in the chats here and what is everybody up to. Don Leon says, Uncle Dill, best DJ on that. It's not my music, bro, but I dig it. It's from DJ and Dave. He mixes it. He does keep promising me he's got another one coming out, but you know, I'm still waiting. We've put him under a bit of pressure here. I see we've got requests for Filecoin, PYTH. Run was talking about PYTH, guys. What else was Run talking about? Let me know. Radium. I mean, is that still a thing? Solana DeFi. We need to look at that one. I know Ray's at the back here. He's got a list of tokens that he wants to give us. Paolo wants to see Render. Eddie says my mic isn't on. Ray, can we just do a quick sound check here? Is everything okay? Because I've got a massive echo in my ears here. Okay. Okay, guys, we're gonna have to just deal with this echo today. So we're just gonna keep going. And guys, don't forget to fill in that poll for me, please. I'm considering pushing out to a later show for you. I want to cater for you guys, and I also want to cater for a bigger market there as well. Stacy says Coincall is amazing. Well, Stacy, did you get that free offer? Did you get this 0.5 ETH offer? I've claimed mine. So if you guys go into the link in the description on Coincall, there's a 0.5 ETH position offer. It's a limited offer, so sign up to Coincall, and in the next couple of days, we're going to be teaching you guys how to trade options, and they've listed Sol, Matic, Bitcoin Cash, Filecoin, XRP, Link, all these type of things as well. So we're going to get stuck into that next week, so just be patient, and I'm going to take you guys through that. Okay, before we get into some more news, I just wanted to recap this DYDX. Finally, it's starting to move for me. I've been building this DYDX position. You guys must be sick of hearing about DYDX from me, but here it is now, finally dipped into the 618. What did it do? 50-day MA, trend region, started giving us a little bit of green. Again, it's not like we're out of the woods completely here, but this was a nice zone to start looking for a move on DYDX. And the same story as Fetch. We've got heavily oversold RSIs here, even on the 8 and the 4. It was nicely oversold for us. So there were signs that we were going to get that move. And don't forget, 𝗧𝗏𝗏 was also talking to us, telling us that we had a potential reversal incoming. And just a reminder, here's that X that they printed for us over here. And that was a sign that this move might have been tiring out into a support region. So again, risk reward play for me was a DYX long here. And yeah, so long and strong DYDX until proven otherwise. Exit points for me, if we start losing yesterday's wick lows, we start losing this trend, then we are up, then we're bailing, then we move on. And yeah, we find other trades. But right now, DYDX looks decent at this level for me. Joy Caster says, BCH looks juicy. Joy, I'm sitting in a BCH, and it's actually getting quite annoying because we want BCH to pump, and it's not listening to us. So we need to do something there with BCH. But yeah, that BCH trade that Sheldon and I have been talking about is still valid, and we can recap that one just now. Okay, now I did want to show you some news things, guys, because sometimes I like to talk a lot about trades and setups and altcoins, but sometimes I just like to bring you some interesting stuff. And you can see with Darn Crypto Trades, he's talking about these meme coins have been outperforming all the other sectors so far in December. And is this a potential sign for us that some of this money is now going to flow out of these meme coins, and maybe it's going to start hitting things like AI? Don't forget, Render needs another time in the sun. Fetch, Ocean, all these guys need some action. We know that these DeFi situations need something too. We've got the DEXs, DYDX, GMX, I think SNX, those type of things. And don't forget about them. When that money flows out of these altcoins, they're going to start moving into the more purer forms of these cryptos. And then here's an interesting one, this Gaussian channel. It says here, did you know the altcoin market cap has broken out of the Gaussian channel for the first time in more than 3 years? So this guy's talking altcoin rally, and based on the dominance and what we're watching, we know that it's coming. At some point, we're going to get this move, but it's just a matter of timing it and making sure we have enough money left. If we get some kind of dump and some kind of pullback, we got to make sure we have enough ammo left to get in and make sure we take advantage of these this potential alt season. So, you know, we need to just play cautiously now until this BTC dominance actually starts losing this major rising trend. And this is this rising trend on the weekly. And you can see we are getting a rejection now at our first resistance area here. This was this 55.1, but the real action for us is going to start when we lose this trend and we really start pushing down. So that's the real fun. Any small move down to this trend is going to give us a bit of fun. We're going to laugh, we're going to cheer, we're going to flash our P&Ls around, we're going to feel so good about ourselves, but we haven't seen anything yet. Until we lose that weekly rising trend, you guys, the new guys here, you're not going to understand what's going to happen to these altcoins. So we just got to play it safe and make sure that we tee things up at the right time and just exercise caution where it's needed. And then here's an interesting website, blockchaincenter.net. Look at this thing. They've got a system that basically tells you when altcoin season is coming. So right now, I mean, we spent months and months sitting in this Bitcoin season channel here on the left. It was very depressing. I mean, every time we got these altcoins moving, we started crying because they'd melt us down. And slowly this altcoin season index is starting to creep over into the altcoin season vibe. So slowly but surely, we are getting there. And yeah, Gizm says my voice is not coming from my mic. Guys, I don't know what's going on. I had a cameraman in here, he was filming stuff earlier, and now there's a massive echo in my ear. So yeah, we're gonna have to just deal with this one today. Okay, let's deal with Bonk, the elephant in the room. So in breaking news, a shitcoin meme coin Bonk has made the top 100 in CoinGecko. Okay, now there's rumors floating around that Bonk is going to be listed on Coinbase. This guy's talking about it here. So potential something brewing here for Bonk. And I thought, well, best we get you guys some degen plays here and try and find you an entry. If this thing is going to pump some more, we need to have a piece of this thing. So again, I've pulled out my most bullish fib, which is the 236. That's the best I can offer you without basically buying the top of a move. The next step, if you're a maximum degen, is to buy the 236. It's still high risk, but it's not as bad as buying the top. At least you can tell your grandmother that you bought it off a fib rather than you bought the top of a meme coin. So if you are looking for moves here, potentially you can look at this 236. Otherwise, you can look at this 382 as a potential area here. And you can see this 382 might offer something here for us. It's got nice horizontals as well. So 0.0094 for Bonk. If you get that move down there, that could be a hot zone for you. And then if you get the move 0086, that could be a hot zone as well. And remember, these things, they pump, and when they lose their trends, the fun is over. We walk away. Stop trying to max long this thing. If it loses this rising trend, it's time to move on. Okay, so your areas here for Bonk, just to repeat, 0098 support region, 0094 and 0086. Those are your safest areas if you want to scalp some Bonk here. Ray, I'm assuming you're in some Bonk.
No, I'm not in Bonk. But I like how Ethereum is moving right now because all the other ETH tokens are moving too.
We're gonna look at some ETH. Bruce, are you in Bonk?
Nope.
David sent me his P&L on Bonk.
Not a DG, but boy, I look at it now. Oh.
David sent me a P&L on Bonk. I nearly vomited. It was so big. Look, he was on 125x, but it was huge. Okay, let's okay, enough Bonk action, guys. Bonk's not going to go away. It looks like it's going to be the flavor of this season, so you know we got to keep our eyes on it. Okay, next one we've got is Beam. Again, in the news all the time, lots of stuff happening with this Beam. You can see they're talking about it all the time. The gaming guys are loving this, and something to take notice of. You can see this Beam has been climbing. I see you guys in the chats asking me about it all the time, and I don't chart it enough for you. And I thought, well, let's take a look at Beam. It's in a massive uptrend at the moment. So all I can give you currently is the 1 hour setups that we can play with and look for some solid areas. So you can see what's going on here for the degens and the scalpers here. You do have some horizontal that you can play with right here. 00163. So that is a support area that you can watch. If we lose this trend, then it's very simple for me. We're coming back down. We're coming to this 00136 area. Okay, so that's your backup 00136. But right now, maybe something going on here. But this is all-time high stuff here. for beam. So if you are jumping in here, you can see what you're jumping into, basically vertical green candle. So you need to just take it easy there, but something to pay attention to. Keep this on your watch list. It's going to be something that that's going to deliver for you at some point. Okay, Ray was talking about ETH, and finally ETH is getting to a level that we wanted to push to. Okay, so our target for ETH is still this 2,500 region. I'm still looking at this, and best way to play ETH, once again, we've got our 382. You can see this has been tested here. They came back and they tested it. Today they had a little sell-off, but we are still holding this rising trend. So until we lose this rising trend, we are cooking with ETH, and we want to send this one higher. At some point, we are going to meet this trend, and they might send us for a little bit of downside. But right now, ETH, all systems go. 2,300. You know, what more could a guy want here? ETH pushing so nicely. Okay, so that is good stuff. ETH tokens that we need to look that tie in with that: Lido, Optimism, Matic. That's one I've got for you. Let's pull that up. Matic. Okay. So what I wanted to tell you guys about Matic earlier, I prepped this one for you. It's in a bear zone currently. So we want to see Matic really now push up. Matic's got to break through this 382 properly and start holding this area of support. And it's teeing up nicely now with this ETH strength. We might get something out of Matic here. So we want to see this push. We want to see this 382 hold. You can see it's a typical retest we're looking for here. But yeah, potentially something brewing here for Matic. We could have a move coming. And if we do lose this area, if there is a rejection, our Matic buy zone is still in play here, 0.68. So that is still my hot bear zone if we do get a move lower. But eyes on this ETH strength. I like what I'm seeing here with ETH. Matic, you can see right now we're at resistance. Let's push higher. Let's form some support. And then we're going to send this thing. I think it's long overdue a decent move as well. Crypto Legend is saying Grok is on fire. Jeez, these meme coins, they're not going away. And all this foo-foo is also going on. Yo, what's up, Leo? How are you, bro? Leon, what's happening? Also a bit of a beast trader, this guy. Old Leon. Leon, let us know what you're in at the moment. I want to hear. Okay, Gala updates. Let's see. So we've been talking about Gala all day, and you can see what's going on here. Nice little push off support. So this is Gala daily, and nice little push off the support. We had the pullback, we had the retest. We saw this with a lot of these altcoins. Look how beautifully this came back. It just tested this horizontal so nicely here. And look at that, acted as resistance, acted as resistance. What did they do? They broke up, retested as support, and they sent it off. So this is what you need to watch for these things constantly. You can see these altcoins. I was repeating this yesterday. They're all playing out to the same song here. They're moving level by level, area by area, and you're looking for these support breaks, these retests, and you're getting these opportunities for these moves. So currently Gala is now at resistance. So if you got that long earlier that Sheldon was talking about, we also dropped it on Sniper Club. It was around about 0.29, that entry, give or take. So right now you are at resistance. So your best play now is you've got to wait for some kind of structured form here. And remember, this is our next area we need to pop through now. So level by level again. If we get that pop, this is what we're looking for. We're just going to play the same game again and again until we start losing these trends and they start sending us lower. So right now, Gala is looking strong, but currently, guys, resistance area. So if you're buying Gala here, you're buying into a resistance area. So just exercise caution. No, I mean, I got people telling me Pepe's going up. Guys, we can't escape these meme coins. I did a specific meme coin once for you guys, and these memes just keep chasing me. They keep coming back here. Okay, let's see what else we got. Manuel says the sound is good. Okay, the sound is good. Okay, let's see. Let's go with Cass. Now, this is going to hurt me if this plays out, but here's a Cass short. That's potentially brewing here, and we marked this area as a potential bull zone. We were looking at this one yesterday, 618, and trend was feeling a little bit iffy at the time. We had a decent reason to look for longs here, 618 horizontal trend, and it lost the trend today. They had massive dumpage. I see Simon's hiding away here. Simon, let us know in the chats here. Talk to me about Cass. Your beloved Cass has fallen over, and now this is bear time now for Cass for me. I'm sitting in a Cass long. It's going to hurt, and my Cass liquidation is down here, round about 10.2. That is my Cass liquidation zone, and I'm watching at the moment. So if this short plays out, I'm looking for a bounce before my liquidation area, hopefully, and then I want to play that out. Okay, so I think we're going to be okay here. But this CAS short, if we get a push up here on CAS, we're looking at 0.135 as your potential entry zone for the bears. If you are a CAS hater and you want to short this thing to zero, you might get your chance here. This short is going to get invalidated if it pushes up here and it reclaims this trend. Okay, so look out for that. Look out for that 618 reclaim. Okay, they could be playing us here. Simon, let us know here in the chat. What's the story here with CAS? Why are they dumping us? It's not suiting my vibe here at all. 𝗵𝗵𝗱𝗃 wants to know if I don't have a stop loss on CAS. So Pim, is this my chart? What happened to my chart here? Oh, there it is. So Pim, what happened was,
Dylan, I'm going to interrupt for a second. Pull a fib from the beginning of your trend line to the high where the beginning of your downtrend is.
What do you mean?
No, down to the beginning of your trend. Yep, down there. Yep, pull it up to the top of right there. Yep. And that'll make you feel a little better.
You're killing my vibe here. You're the cash
feel
short
better?
that I'm
Okay. I just wanted to be there for you, brother.
Okay, so guys, just so you know, I am long CAS. Okay, so I'm playing, if this short plays out, I'm expecting it to bounce before my liquidation area. The question was, do I have a stop loss on CAS? No, I don't have a stop loss on CAS. I told you guys how I started that. I started this tiny position. I increased it, and I took out all my leverage, and I've just left the liquidation area for CAS. So CAS, we just want to grow, and we want to send it higher. So Simon says he's longer than a donkey schlong. Okay, well, I guess we can say he's long then. He's long on CAS. Okay. Yeah, so that is the plan, guys. Bears, if you bearish CAS, there's your possible entry. I'm not shorting this because I am currently long, so I'm not going to change that. Okay, let's see what else we got here. There's request for Myro. Guys, I think I might have to do a meme show version 2 again for you guys. Okay, Leon is in CRV. I like that. CRV is ripping. Gala's good. AR, Bruce has got an AR trade for us. Cello and Carter, I don't know what those two are, but CRV I dig. CRV was one of my 2-bit trades. Let's see how we're going here. Okay, yeah, so CRV is cooking. So here's my 2-bit DeFi portfolio that I've set up on this 2-bit exchange. And yeah, so far so good. I took that comp long yesterday. It's slowly turning green. CRV is ripping. This one's $300 up already. It started quite a small position, and 1 inch is going nicely. Okay, so the DeFi stuff is ticking along. I'm not ready to add more yet. I just want to see how things go here with BTC. But yeah, CRV, good one. Leon, that's a good one. Guys, so this 2-bit is trading very much like 𝗕𝗄𝗃. If you're interested in trying this guy, it's KYC friendly, so the UK and the States. There is an exclusive offer in the description if you want to take a look there. Don says, Run says CRV is an old coin. Yes, CRV is an old coin, but it doesn't mean this old dog can't run. And let's look at CRV quickly. Remember these old. Look at this. I wouldn't fade this thing. I wouldn't fade CRV. Okay, we've been looking at the CRV for ages here. We've broken trend. We got our 382 support bounce. We got our trend bounce. Look at that support there. 0.6, looking good. Now we want to crack this big resistance area, and then we've got some big targets coming here for CRV. So I wouldn't fade CRV. Next area for me, 72. Okay, CRV 72. I'd say that's my next area. And let's zoom out, because remember, guys, they flooded this thing so hard, and this thing was under a lot of pressure. But once we crack that 72 region, we're looking up here. We're looking at 85. So curve could be a nice little hold for a couple of weeks if this market behaves. Curve could be something for us. We know these DeFis, they need a chance, and when they get a chance, they're going to move for us. Optimism, that is my worst. Optimism is my worst. I see Black Fox is also not very happy with optimism. That thing has been such a tricky one. Oh, guys, Solana. Okay, so this is the play. This is what we were looking for on Sol. Okay, Sol, squeeze into this resistance band. This is what we want. Sol looks like it's away. Support here for Sol, 61.5. That's your region here. That's your support area, 61. Call it 61.2 as a nice exit zone. Look out for a rejection here, 68. Okay, so look out for this reaction, something along these lines. But I'd like to see this play out for Sol. So if we do get this pop and this little rejection here, you want to watch these supports now. We want this 64 to confirm that it's support, and then we're cooking. Then Sol's going to take that 75 that we're looking for there. So yeah, let's keep that one going there. I like the look of that. Okay, let's deal with optimism. Oh, there it goes. I mean, optimism's been a long hold, this one, and if you've been playing around and holding optimism, you know you've got leather hands, the way you've held this thing, and now you're going to get rewarded. I didn't hold my optimism, so you know, you saw I took that trade on 𝗬𝗋𝗃, that new indicator that we got. I took that trade, gave us a nice trade, and that's it for me. So off it goes. I wish I could retake it now, but optimism has broken this trend. So this is what I was looking for on 𝗦𝗵𝘂𝗀. This is what I dropped for you guys. What we want to see now is support. Okay, you want the support here, 1.8. If 1.8 is your support, this thing's on its way. This thing's taking 2.3. That's the next target for me for optimism. So 1.8 is your support. Jeez, it's frustrating when these coins pump and we're not sitting in them, isn't it? Okay, let's see what else we got here. IOTA talk about dino jokes. Seriously though, what are we allowed to talk about IOTA yet? I mean, is that something we can discuss? Okay, let's go with AVAX. Okay, so AVAX, yeah, also prepping this one for you guys. Your main support currently for AVAX, 24.6. That's your main AVAX support. If you get that pullback, look for that bounce buy, look for this move. Okay, if you do get that pullback. Otherwise, yeah, you're gonna have to. If you want to try and scalp this thing, it's gonna run away from you. We need to look at the full degen levels here. 236. This is the AVAX 12-hour. You can see it's actually got a little bit of support here at this 236 currently. Okay, so we know there's a lot of bullish news on AVAX. This 4-hour support, it's tricky, but you can look at about 25.8. But I prefer this 24.6 to 24.7 region as a support area for AVAX. Yeah, there's a lot of 𝗬𝗆 talk here in the chats. A lot of 𝗬𝗆 talk. See what else we got here. 𝗬𝗁𝗍𝗄. What else we got? We've dealt with Link. I've got Render. Okay, same story. No changes here for Render. These AI tokens have been very quiet, and I just want to say this again. Don't forget about them. Make sure you're keeping them on your watch list. When it's their rotation turn, when it's their turn to start moving, they're not going to sit back and wait for you. So make sure you are tracking these guys. Let's just dial back in here. Render on the 8-hour. Okay, so Render on the 8-hour gave us our horizontal bounce once again. We had that pullback today. It gave it to us again. So this 3.5 is proving to be decent support for now. So your levels for Render, 3.5. Next one, 618, which is obviously the stronger one for me, 3.4, 3.5, 3.4, and then the lows, which is that weekly level at about 3. So there's some big walls here for Render, and yeah, I think you're good. That 618 at 3.4 should give you something if we do get a dip into it. Upside targets, this 4, we want to break this 4, and then we're opening up. Then things get a lot bigger for Render. So let's just dial out here. Here's our 618 sitting at 5. Okay, so there's still a lot of room to go here for Render. We've got another 40% potentially. Okay, but first things first, let's get through that 4 level, and then we'll push that higher. Okay, let's see what else we got. What else we got? So much SLP, guys. Axie Infinity and SLP. I'm trying to like steer away from it. I'm trying to stay a bit purer here in the new bull market, the 2023 bull market. But let's see what SLP is doing here. I mean, you guys obviously got me to talk about this recently because we charted this thing. Okay, let's see what's going on here. So SLP was the token of the game. Basically get the tokens as a reward, and then people just dump them, they sell it. And then at some point they try to make some kind of other use case for it or something, but I don't know if there's any more utility. What I can tell you is you've got horizontal support now. If you really want to trade this thing, or if you really want to trade this, your support here, 00321. Okay, upside is, it's ridiculous. I mean, look at this chart. This is worse than Dream's Quest chart. Look at this thing. No, guys, I'm running out of screen here. No, this is bad. Okay, so don't ever think it's going to get you 0.4. I think if you get about a 20 or a 30% out of this, I think you should take it and run. Not really for me though. I've played around in SLP before, and it's brutal both ways. So just remember that. They can come back and bite you very hard. Okay, so your resistance here, 0.040. Okay, and your support, 0.0032. That's what you need to know. Your support region, where's it going to bounce if they start rinsing you out? That's what you need to know. Okay, guys, I've got an oil. Let me know in the chat. Do you want me to talk about oil? Okay, are there oil and gold traders here? Let me know. Let me know. I've got a potential oil long brewing here. I'm underwater in an oil long. Yesterday, I felt like Mike Tyson in the ring, but an old Mike Tyson getting smashed around there with oil. It was really bleeding me out. And now it looks like it might be reversing. So let me know. Are there oil and gold traders here? And are we going to look? Maruk says in the house. This guy, it's okay, dude. Not a fan of oil, eh? Not the biggest fan of oil, bro. These are fun to trade in between. Okay, Aru likes a bit of oil. Don likes to. Okay, let's do some quick oil and gold, and then we're gonna jump back into your alts. Okay, and then Bruce has got also a couple of trades here for you guys. So this oil was sweating me out yesterday. I had to cut 1 or 2 positions. I was bleeding out into this 200-week MA. So I fancied myself at this 200-week MA. I thought it might be worth a go here, and they started bleeding me out. And now my next target here for oil, this is WTI. So this is US oil. So don't mistake it for Brent. They do flow similarly, but it's different charts. Support for me, and I'm going to say guaranteed bounce zone. I'm aping here, 67.2. So if we get the 67.2, that is where I'm going to really push the button on some oil. If we start dipping lower, I'm probably going to start laddering in. I'm loving this very oversold RSI here. They're sending us very deep and dark into this place here. Last time we had the RSI here, look at the size of the bounce we had there. Last time we had the RSI over there in March 23, look at the size of the bounce. So at some point we get the reversal on oil. Don't know when it's going to come. This RSI can sit at the bottom for a while, but from what I can see here, the bleed out should end around about 67. So yeah, probably worth laddering in now, growing a position, because once you get the bounce on oil, you know it happens quickly. You get 2 or 3% in a day, and then we're going to get that push up. We're going to look for this rejection here at 72. We'll see what happens there, but if we break through, then we've got a classic trend break, and then we are targeting the 80s again. So the pain might be over for the oil bulls. We might get our moment, and we might get it right here. Okay, let's see. Okay, Domino's wants to see some gold. Let's look at some gold. Guys, I trade these on Prime XBT. There is a link as well in the description with exclusive offers for you guys. You can send crypto to Prime XBT and trade gold, oil, S&P 500, all sorts of things. And yeah, I have a lot of fun doing it. It's a bit of a slow mover. I'm still holding some gold shorts, so we are okay here. So gold for now, it's holding support. Okay, so this is a resistance area, maybe an exit area if you are still short. I cut some of mine. So 2042. So if gold does break above that region, then I would say it might be tracking a little bit higher, but you can see they've rejected it a couple of times. So I'm just looking for this weakness. If we get this close here, I think we can start adding to this gold. So we want to just get this candle to close under this trend region, and then we can send that lower. So yeah, right now, let's see how this goes. But I do like 1940 as an area here. Okay, are we done with gold and oil, guys? Are we back to the absolute shit coins? David wants to see me in my gold pants. Okay, PYTH. Yes, Run was talking about PYTH. Run was talking about a couple of others. Let's see where we are with PYTH. And let me know, guys, in the chats. Do you think BCH is actually going to move, or is it an illusion that I'm sitting here waiting for this monster BCH pump? Let me know. Let me know what you're thinking. Is it just too old, that token? Is it too much of a dino coin? Okay, let's just reassess where we are here with PYTH. Okay, I'm still holding my PYTH long that I picked up on that dump. So they came. I was cooking. I thought I was very clever up here. I thought I was really, really cooking. I had a big PYTH position, and they came and they flushed us out. They stopped me out, dropped me all the way back down here, and I managed to grab a smaller size up here. Now we've sent this thing, and I'm just holding this for now. So let's see what happens here. But let's see what this is actually bounced off. Didn't really do any Fibonacci here for us, unfortunately. But again, I'm expecting good things from PYTH. That is why I've been hanging on to it. 618. Okay, we did get a little bit of that. And you can see nice little strong candle here, but let's see if we've got a trend we can play with. Okay, we can. Yeah. Potential trend break here. We do only have 2 touches on this trend, but it could be something. So let's clean that up. If you want to trade this, you need to look for exit areas. How do you exit at the cheapest way possible? Remember, as a trader, you want to know what it's going to cost you if you are wrong. You must always look at a trade and assume you're going to be wrong, and find out what is the fine, what is the penalty for being wrong. And if that falls in line with your risk management plan and your leverage, and the trade looks like it's a good setup or in your area, then it's worth taking. But always just calculate what is your cost if you are wrong. And so I would suggest look at these levels here. These are areas of interest, exit zones, depending on your risk profile, your leverage profile, those type of things. Stop loss region, 0.433, 0.424, 0.41 and lower. So this is the PYTH USDT MEXC chart. Okay, so sometimes the perp charts and things differ slightly. So just make sure you are looking at the correct chart based on the exchange you are trading it on. But again, guys, yeah, focus less on how much you're going to make, focus more on how much you're going to lose if you are wrong. And if you get that system right, then you're going to be happy. Okay, Ian wants to know a TP zone for PYTH. Okay, so Ian, let's look at one. Did somebody say Mune? Look, I'm holding on to PYTH as long as I can. The idea is we don't know where PYTH can go. Price discovery, that type of thing, because it's a brand new token. So we actually have no idea. So what we can do is try and guesstimate by using the 1.618 FIB. So we pull it from the high to the low, and then we use it as an extension. So this is what we do. Type in 1.618. We try and get a guide as a possible target, okay? So here's a potential target for PYTH, 0.695. Okay, so you guys might notice I don't always look for targets and things like that. I'm always looking at what my risk is, what the cost is, and where do I exit. But yeah, obviously it's nice to dream that we get a move to this 0.7% region. I mean, 51% would be nice. We can buy our wives a handbag, you know, ladies, you can buy your husband something nice. So yeah, let's see if we get there, but baby steps. Let's eliminate our risk first. So let's make sure it's moving, and then you can always raise your stops and things like that once these things are cooking. Okay, Uncle Bruce.
Good morning, everybody. I just got a message from Mama Sniper. Take a look at ETH. So I just pulled ETH up.
Are you pulling ETH up yet for us?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
I'm bringing your chart up there. Oh, wow.
Yep.
Geez, I hung on to that ETH for a long time. I'm glad.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. And ETH is the I mean, in our old mindset, it used to be there was Bitcoin season, ETH season, and then alt season. And I know we're talking about all kinds of, degen seasons or whatever, but it's kind of looking like Bitcoin took a run. Now ETH's going to take a run, and then that money hopefully will fall over into all the alts that we've been watching. So
it's time. It's
time.
Come on, baby.
Yeah,
and I see the
really
song. Oh, jeez, everything's
it's
green.
really
Except Bitcoin Cash. I'm sitting in the Bitcoin Cash. It's still red. I can't.
Yeah, I know. I actually just culled a couple things from my portfolio that weren't running. I just took the money out of there and stuck it in things that are running. And when it's their turn, we'll just take it back. But for now, yeah, this is really nice. So very
Leon
happy.
Says, Bruce. The guys are happy. Yeah, they loving it.
Anyway,
give us something. What do we have?
Well, I'm looking at RWeave and Theta. Let's take a look at Theta, because Theta is actually Mama Snapper's. That's her bread and butter. But basically, a number of things are lining up. We've got a really clearly defined horizontal level right here. Hold on, I can't see my own screen. There we go. Right here, it's got a really clearly defined support level right there. Over and over again, it's there now. We got a trend line that it's been respecting for a while. It's there now, and it's at the 618. So I'm gonna start, adding starting a little position with Theta. Right now, actually not bad. It's come down just a bit. Right now, I put about a 4% stop on it. So make sure it's a little position, because 4% is a little rich for me. If it comes down a little further onto the 618, definitely would add on to it, because that would make me more confident. But I'm very excited about Theta. It's a really solid token and a really solid trade.
That's a good looking chart as well.
Yeah, that really
and
is.
An easy exit. You can see you lose that trend, you're done. You're out. So very simple.
Yeah, pretty. And that's what you said a few minutes ago, by the way, had me cheering silently behind the scenes of, people spend so much time calculating what they could make instead of managing the risk. It's the way you win in this business. There's small losses and big wins.
Yeah.
Other one I'm looking at, two others, is RWeave, which is very similar. It did ping down to the 618 beautifully. It's been consolidating, which is also something I really like before move. I would like to see this thing come down a little further. If it does not, if it comes down to this, down to that intersection of support and trend line, I'll just pop in it. If it doesn't, I'll wait for it to pop on over, and I'll enter on its retest if it retests. But RWeave is one I'm pretty confident we're going to have a nice run on next.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions on RWeave here. Okay.
Yeah. I tried to get in actually earlier on it back here, and I got wicked out. But you just got to fight for these entrances. I mean, just you fight,
this is how you get paid.
You fight, and then it's a big win.
And like now, we had this pullback today. If you focused on your areas, we saw Link, we saw all these guys dropping onto their supports, Doge, everything, ETH. Fight for those areas. You feel that pressure. You feel that stress when you're feeling so uncomfortable. Those are your best entries. If you're looking for entries when it's green, you've missed the best entry. Always remember this, guy. Always remember.
And you get, for those of you that are American, you understand how baseball works. When a batter goes up to the plate and it's his turn to bat, and they pitch at him and he gets a strike, he doesn't throw the bat away and go scream off, I lost, I suck. He just shakes it off, gets back up to the plate, swings again. And you could get up to 3 balls and 2 strikes and then hit a home run, right? So don't be discouraged if you get stopped out. If you manage the risk, it's not such a big deal. Look for better entrance. Look for how the pitcher's pitching that ball. They do a curveball, they do a fastball, and then adjust the way you take your trade. And you'll get it. Just be patient. The other one I'm looking at, RWeave looks like it's good. I want it to come down further, kind of hit over here or retest and grab me. My other big battle is with DYDX, by the way. I was really confident that support level 618 was going to hold. I was wrong. I got stopped over here. It came down under. It tagged the trend line and this older support level here. But honest to gosh, with the stochastic that's rising way up on the 4-hour and 1 hour is also the same. I don't trust it yet, but I'm going to simply let it prove that it's actually going somewhere by breaking above, coming back, and letting me put in the beginnings of a trend line over there, and take the entrance here. I'll miss out on this move over there. I've already missed out on it, but I've got a pretty good hunch that we're looking at, when it comes alive again, we're looking at another 30 to 40% pump. TP1 right there, it's take 30% of the table, but 40% up to TP2. So it's worth fighting for if it does what I hope it's going to do. So DYDX is another one I'm battling with right now. But
DYDX, I'm long and strong. I'm going to pump this thing. If this thing starts moving now, I'm going to start adding to this position. We're going to grow this thing nicely. I've got some of the guys at Sniper Club. I told them Hamza was in there as well. I said he must trade this thing with me, so we're going to trade it together. Okay. Here's an update. 𝗕𝗕 chilies. We gave this one in Sniper Club a week ago.
Love chilies.
You know what? A little bit of patience. I hung on to this chilies. I had conviction, and here we are. Okay, so both TPs have been taken now on chilies, guys. Sniper Club, if you are interested, we do send out signals. We're not sending out 1,000 signals a day. We're sending out one signal a day, basically. We've got a community in there. We're doing closed Zooms. You have action. You have access to myself, Bruce, David, Simon, Mama Sniper, Craig. Everyone's in there. We are there for you guys. We are making better traders there in the Sniper Club. And, part of what we do there is send out the odd signal, but it's not the core business there. The core business is turning you guys into better traders, and that's what we're there for. But anyone who took that CHC trade, well, here we are. I've just dropped a note in the Discord on Sniper Club. I'm keeping some of my CHC position open in case we run more, but there's a 50% move for you. If you want 3x leverage, that's 45%. If you want spot, that's a 15% move. So a nice little trade. Always good when they work out. Obviously, they don't always work out. Sometimes we get stopped. But good result there. Okay, guys, this market is hot, and I'm going to be hot for you. So I'm going to stay here for you guys. Just send me tokens. Throw tokens all over me. Okay. I want to be covered in tokens. Okay, let's go. Put them in the chats here. I'm going to go Atom. Let's see where we are with Atom.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Atom also, nice one. Okay, so we've had our trend break. Let's see, let's just readjust our Fibonacci here. Okay, 382 retest, look at that. Okay, so guys, if you are bullish, again, you guys are pushing the buttons here. Okay, we can lead you here to these setups. If you're pushing the buttons, you're in control of it. If you're using high leverage, you're in control of that too. That is on you. It's your risk, guys. But again, the market's looking okay. We do have 382 support here for Atom, confirmed on the 12-hour twice. Okay, so support 9.54, 9.45. Okay, so these are potential exit zones. If Atom's going to turn south, that's where you bail. That's where you jump out. Otherwise, we do have the 618 a little bit lower down at 9.26. Okay, so there is a potential play there on Atom. Let's just zoom out and try and find some kind of target for Atom. Okay, we're going to try and take out the highs first. So you always look at the immediate high. So that's 10.5. And then we do have this band up here that's quite interesting. Okay, so there's a nice little thick area here, but it's staggered. So it's not perfect. It's not perfect. Let's see. Can't get it. Call it 10.9. Okay, 10.9. That's another region there for me. Okay. Okay, so 10.9 and the immediate high at 10.57. So again, guys, eyes on BTC, eyes on dominance. Watch this ETH situation. Okay, let's see. ETH is long and strong here. It looks like they're just going for ETH now. It's ETH time.
Yep.
Wow.
They're also going for Arbitrum.
Arbitrum, optimism. Okay, let's look at some ETH buddies here.
Yep.
Oh, there goes Arbitrum. Look at that 200-day and 50-day MA. Wow. I mean, I haven't looked at Arbitrum in a while, but look at this. Wow. Okay.
Yep.
200 day, 50-day MA pullback, and now it's firing. Okay, this is what we love to see. Let's clean this up a little.
That was a Sniper Club call that I did back.
Did you?
Yeah. I called this one from 1.0106. I called along on this, and we did TP1, and now it just, very happy.
I mean, what a play, guys, and well spotted. Anyone who was watching this, you get a pullback into a horizontal trend, tying into the 200-day MA. I mean, that's a trade
and 50
all day long. Okay, so Arbitrum, you're running into resistance now, 1.18, and you're running into a problem at 1.22. Okay, so if look, it's hot now. Take it easy here. If you're jumping in now, you're jumping into the top here. Black Fox says OP is killing him, bro. It's killing me too. We could have hung on to that OP. We could be celebrating now. We could be running in a field with music playing, but no, I don't have any OP. So, we just have to sit on the sidelines and watch it now. Okay, so ARB 1.18, resistance incoming. Okay, so basically what you want to look for now is potential pullback areas or support areas if we do get some kind of consolidation. So let's just try and dial in a little bit here. Oh, that looks vicious. That looks vicious.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Jeez. Okay, so guys, you can see clear trend break. There's no real entry here now.
No.
Really need to just Okay. Sometimes if this market's going to move and these ETH tokens are now going to move, what you can do is wait for the period where they consolidate. They're generally going to go more than once. They might go a second time, a third time. So you will get your next entry. So don't try and jump in too late. Just be patient, sit back, and just watch it. Just watch it.
I mean, the long-term target for Arbitrum is 1.69, just up to its recent high, to a high. So plenty room to go.
Can't believe these ETH tokens. Okay, AAVE. Okay. AAVE is moving. Now, I tried to buy it on my 2-bit, but they didn't have AAVE. It's not available yet on my 2-bit. But that would have been a nice complementary play to that DeFi pack there. Okay, so let's dial in here. Let's get you guys an entry.
Like that one.
Yeah, this is look, it's clear. It's clearly defined here, what you can see. So, okay, you can see your trend. You can see your supports. You can see your horizontals. Okay, so
there's a bell.
You don't get a clearer, cleaner exit than this. So if you're wrong and the market wants to turn you over, you're bailing. You're bailing when you get candles closing under this 95 region. It's that simple. Let's go 1 hour. Yeah, it looks nice. Okay, so here's another way you can deal with it on the 1 hour. Okay, so now we are breaking. So it's breaking horizontal and it's breaking trend. Okay, so you can see what's going on. Okay, pretty clear. Exit areas under this candle. Okay, if this breakout is going to hold, it's not going to come back and take out the base of this candle. Well, it shouldn't. So 97.8, that's the support area. Okay, and then you do have this now. We want to see that this region is going to hold as support. Okay, so 98, call it 98.4. Okay, so if you get a little pullback there, that could be nice. Could be very nice. So yeah, worst case, you can bail under that candle if you're a scalper. If you're a bigger picture player, you're under 95. You start closing under this 95 region and you start drifting down there, then I'd say that party is over. Okay, yeah, DeFi is moving here, guys. DeFi is moving. I see comments here in the chat. Uni moving. BCH. I mean, shall we look at BCH? I don't even know if we should look at BCH. Let's look.
Actually, kind of cool.
Okay, so here's BCH on the daily. Here's our trade. We've been staring at this thing for probably 4 or 5 days. and it's like watching paint dry, basically. But yeah, I like BCH. I really think BCH is going to move at some point. If this market stays like this, they're going to come and they're going to move BCH. So I think it's just a matter of time, to be honest. And support for me, BCH. So there's multiple areas, there's multiple ways you can play this trade. So this was a big spot trade. The entry box is anything from 240 down to about 230. That's the ideal entry zone. And then the spot trade is your exit areas, 217 and lower, and 209 and lower. So if you lose those areas, probably worth starting to cut or bail on your position. And then the upside is a 59% move on BCH. So if you're riding leverage there, it's 59%, whatever your leverage is. Like my Phantom trade, if we do hit that on Phantom, I'm running Phantom on 10x. So my target was a 550% Phantom move. And let's see, even if we can get halfway, it's a good play for us. Let's get the right Phantom chart out here. Okay, so we're looking for this bigger play on Phantom as well. So the entry was down here at the base, 50-day MA, that sort of region. You wanted to grab your entries. And right now, Phantom's at resistance. Okay, so 618 resistance. So until it cracks that, we're not out of the woods there. So we do want to crack that and then start making our way higher. And maybe we get some super flush there. So right now, if you are trading Phantom, but you aren't in this longer term trade and you are in a shorter term Phantom trade, we need to just make sure we know where your supports are. If things go wrong, and the best thing you can do here is just to dial in. This is the daily, but you can see it's got 382 support here on the daily here, daily candles, 0.324 and lower. So you start losing that, then you start looking at some potential downside. Okay, so that is what I would watch if you are scalping Phantom. Jeez, I mean, the comments coming through here about all these things that are pumping. Wow.
Everything's
let's do an ETH check up on ETH here. Everything okay? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just it's so nice to see. Wow. Okay, and look at this link. Okay, so Link's reclaimed its support now, and off it goes. So Link could be along here. Support for you, 15.1. Okay, there could be a Link play building right here. Okay, so it's reclaimed this lost support. So this is what we were talking about earlier. It's reclaimed this. It's come back. It's tested now as support here, 15.1. There could be a move here coming for Link, and then the target for Link, if this thing blows here, is about 18. What I'm looking at here. 𝗕𝗏𝗄𝗏 says Audi is dumping. Yeah, I think if Audi's dumping because now we're moving to ETH, we'll be done. We're done with BRC20. Now we're going. Where are we going? We're going DeFi. We're going ETH. Okay, let's do updates on GRT. Okay, let me get the right chart here. Yeah, so this was actually a nice one. It's a nice one to talk about for those of you that have been trading GRT. I mean, this is a classic play of what I'm always looking for here. We get this break of resistance. What do? They reject you. Look, they actually tested it once. There, broke up, tested. They rejected us. Where did we bounce? Once again, this horizontal support. And it most likely ties in. Let's see what fibs it ties in with here. Ties in with a 618 as well. Okay, so when you see a horizontal like that on the 8 hour tying in with a fib, you know it's going to be a strong area. You know it's going to be a bouncer. So they did try and bleed everyone out. I think they realized everyone was long on GRT. Remember, these market makers are clever. They know exactly what's going on. They know exactly where your stops are. They know exactly what you guys are trading. And they will come and flush you out. So they came, flushed out, and looks like they're pushing now. So GRT could be fun if it can start holding this area now. Again, we're trying to hold this 0.16 region one more time. And you can see we've got this horizontal here. So that would be nice. And then Sheldon had his one. I think he had a trend here. So he had it like that. So yeah, that's a way to look at it. Okay, so support still just under 0.16, and then there are some bigger targets here. GRT. Let's just dial out. We can take out that high potentially at 0.23, so that could be a nice big if we do get some juice here. Okay, let's go. Who's talking about fufu again, guys? Tell me, is this fufu? Bruce, do you have this fufu?
No, I do not.
I bought some for shits and giggles. It's some kind of Chinese dog meme coin. Okay, so let's see. Let's see where we are here. Okay, RUNE. I've got an update for RUNE. Still very quiet. So yeah, I think it's time for some things to catch up here. But RUNE, if you like RUNE, you liking RUNE, 6.24 and 6. Those are your areas. You need to wait. 6.24 and 6 are your support areas. Okay, Alexander is asking so nicely for me to look at ILB. See what we got here. Oh. Okay, that daily is completely oversold on the stock as well, so that looks cool.
Yeah, I mean, if you pull the fib from that last low, I'm on the 4 hour, 8 hour.
Okay.
Yeah, it's actually looking kind of getting interesting.
Yeah, I mean, these stocks on the 8 hours oversold as well. Daily's oversold. We're going to check the 4 hour now. Oh, 618 bounce, horizontal in play. I think it's worth a stab here.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was looking at. It's at a horizontal. It's a retesting a horizontal level from the just like that. Exactly. I kind of like this.
Yeah. So guys, remember, there's multiple ways you can play these moves. This is generally called an aggressive entry. So when you're dropping into a region, these are aggressive type entries. If you find a hot zone, as you can see, we found the 618 and we found the horizontals. Now what happens after this is they tend to pump up. Okay, and you want to see what happens here at these reaction zones. Okay, you look for the next horizontal rejection area, possibly trend. If we do start breaking up, you start looking for that area to become your support, and then there's a new buy for you. Okay, so if you're not an aggressive buyer, you want to sit back and you want to wait patiently, you want to wait for the trend break and the retest, you can do that. Just this is how you need to plan it. Okay, and that's why the aggressive buying sometimes works. Obviously it works, but you can take a small position, let it move higher up, see how it reacts. If you break through that trend, then you're ahead of the game. Okay, then it's bullish, then everyone's coming to buy. If you're buying when it's red, like today, dipping down, you are a small group of people doing that. Okay, when it's dripping down red, you are fearful. You don't want to be buying. You keep thinking it's going up. These are the best entries. Okay, the next best entries are the breaks and the retest, but that's when everyone's coming. So you get ahead of the game here on these big zones, and then you get rewarded later.
Yep. I like the way that one's setting up.
Yeah, looking good. Okay, let's see. TRIAS.
I
haven't looked at this.
Nostalgic.
Yeah. Come on, where's this thing? Okay, here we go. Yeah, not doing much at the moment, but doesn't mean it's. I mean, it could be a classic VCH play here. That's quiet until it's not anymore. Let's see here. Okay, we've got a little trend situation, little flag here. Could be something coming. There you go. Let's look at the 4 hour. Okay, little bull flag potentially there. There's your support. 4.19 support region. And I think you know the drill now. Break, retest, that sort of thing. You want to see the support get taken out, the resistance taken out, made support, and pushed higher. Okay, Bruce, what's that chart in front of you there? What is that thing? That's a
Oh,
big
Trader
candle.
Joe. You've been asking about it. I used to actually use Trader Joe back in the old DeFi days. And I actually marked up, I was fixing it because I actually marked up a trade down here. Didn't take it, but holy cow, it's coming alive. It's an exchange on Avalanche. Just was really popular back in the day and seems to be gathering steam again. But I'm just marking it up now. We got support level right there from back in the day and again. But yeah, I mean, you can't. There's nothing to buy now.
Okay, Bruce, thank you.
Yeah.
So guys, this is the deal. ETH is pumping. This might be a good thing for the market. It might be a very good thing for these altcoins, but you still need to play carefully now. ETH has got the head start. So it's broken this 2,340. I'm loving this at the moment. We've seen ETH friends moving, Arbitrum, Optimism. They're all blowing up now. Okay, so just be patient. If you're trying to FOMO in, you're FOMOing now at potential resistance areas on some of these tokens, so you need to be careful. But I think we're going to get decent movers out of things like Link. We could get some moves out of Render, GRT, those type of things as well. So just play your areas safe. Don't use too much leverage. Small positions, you have big moves, and then you're going to be okay. So let's see how things turn out tomorrow. But ETH so far so good, looking hot, and we'll catch you guys later.